Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Royal Nerd Gaming. I am your host, the Royal Nerd, and as I'm sure most of you know, the Genesis Collection event is well underway. With it came a plethora of new weapon and legend skins, as usual. But the cool thing is that a few of the legend skins actually reference the lore and roots of the characters. Like this Bangalore skin from her days in the IMC. Or this Crypto skin from when he was just a simple programmer and engineer. But my favorite is definitely the Loba Petty Theft skin, from back when she was just an up-and-coming criminal. I really like the whole design. The sort of futuristic streetwear look, the hood, the sleek colors. It makes me feel like a proper thief, all stealthy and such. Anyway, besides new skins, this event also brought back the original version of King's Canyon, and with it came the return of the infamous Skulltown. As a Season 0 player, I've missed Skulltown ever since it sank into the ocean back in Season 5. But now it's back, and I thought it only appropriate to take Loba to Skulltown, since she never got to explore it properly. You know, since she was the one responsible for blowing it off the face of the map in the first place. So I hopped into Battle Royale with Loba dressed in her new old outfit, and prepared myself for the unavoidable anarchy that came with such a hot drop. But I'd been here before, I had experience, and I was going to use that know-how to fight my way out of Skulltown. A flatline and an EVA 8 off drop? Definitely one of my luckier starts. I heard a loot tick in the next building over, and I was in desperate need of a better body shield. It was time to test just how lucky I was. Turns out, not very. But never mind that, there was a horizon at my door, and I wasn't in the mood for visitors. Horizon was out of the picture. Now to thirst her quickly and steal her armor. Oh, lovely, another squad. I'm so glad you were here to shoot me in the back. I really enjoyed that. Alright, back in Skulltown, and this time I had an R99 and a Peacekeeper. A solid setup, I thought. As we moved towards the sounds of combat, I noticed a blue body shield in the building next door. And seeing as how both my teammate and I were still in white armor, I figured it was worth the quick detour. Oh, hey, Bangalore. Wait, you're not blue body armor. Well, that was painfully unfortunate, but the game wasn't over yet. My teammate managed to down one of our enemies, and that was half the battle. I'd already damaged the Bangalore. We were still in this. An incredible clutch from my teammate. Now they could revive me, and... Did I just hear footsteps? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, but this time for sure. I'd make do with whatever I could get my hands on. Come on, already? I was starting to think that my fond memories of Skulltown had just been nostalgia talking. The more I played, the more those rose-colored glasses faded, and the more I remembered that landing Skulltown was really just a speed run back to the lobby. I was starting to lose hope of being able to get any good footage. But despite all that, I just kept dropping Skulltown over and over again, thinking that eventually, through some combination of luck, skill, and sheer determination, I might be able to make something of it. Maybe, just maybe, I could get a decent game. I opted to land on the rooftops this time. Maybe if I had a minute to orient myself, I'd survive longer. And some purple armor would definitely help with that. I dropped down to my teammate and we made our ways through the center of town. The sounds of battle raged all around us. We would have to pick our fights carefully and oh my god, a revenant. Alright, well that was more noise than I'd wanted to make. But there were a lot of other fights going on. Maybe no one had heard us. They'd heard us. I rushed to see how many shield cells I could use before our enemies were on top of us. The answer was 3. One of them was down, but so was my teammate, and I was fully out of shields. But maybe, just maybe, I could take this fight. They wouldn't be expecting me to turn around and rush them, right? It was a 1v1. I could handle a 1v1. Well, so much for that plan! So, my teammate was dead, there were enemies looting her corpse, and someone was being respawned almost right on top of me. Needless to say, I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. I rained some grenades down on nearby enemies, with little to no effect. If anything, this was just drawing unnecessary attention to myself. And I was running out of time to get my teammate's banner. If I was gonna make a move, it had to be now. And just in time, too. The other squad was already hot on my trail. Wrapping around the side of the building to try and flank me, eh? Not on my watch. And now they were being engaged by a different squad. Perfect. Maybe now would be a good time to start dropping grenades on people's heads again. I just had to lean over the edge and... Oh. Shoot. Not what I meant to do, not what I meant to do, not what I meant to... Oh. So anyway, that worked out exactly as I'd planned. With more enemies already on top of me, it was pretty clear I'd overstayed my welcome. I just had to bunker down to heal somewhere safe and ah crap, there were more enemies right there. Well, I was just gonna sit in this corner. It was time to put this stealthy new Loba skin to the test. I'd call that a success, wouldn't you?
Have to go.
Oh crap, more footsteps. Time to retreat! Unless, maybe it was just one enemy. Nope, definitely a full squad. Back to running. So I ran. And I ran. And I ran. And still I heard them chasing me. But then it occurred to me. I'd done it. I had made it out of Skulltown, and with 5 kills no less. This was already a victory. And the joke was on these guys, because I'd have my teleport bracelet back in 6 seconds, and then I'd... Huh. I guess they were a little closer than I thought. Oh well. I was getting pretty tired of dropping Skulltown in Battle Royale. Fortunately, there was another way to revisit the old map. That's right, Skulltown Arenas. And as I loaded into the first round, I remembered that the 30-30 had gotten a bit of a buff with this update. Now, the 30-30 and I have a tumultuous relationship, to say the least, but maybe it was time to give it another go. And the roofs of Skulltown would be the perfect place to use it from. A shot landed, a couple missed, a fine start. And that Horizon was flesh. I just had to finish her off before she could heal. Wow. Just... wow. Let's all agree to never speak of this again. Alright? Alright. Anyway, we lost the round. Yada yada, moving on. This next round, I invested in Loba's black market so I could loot some meds from around the map. That way I had more to spend on weapons. And having learned nothing from my experience with long range the first round, I used those extra funds to invest in the Sentinel. A gun that I never use. 'Cause I'm an idiot. I grabbed my meds, landed a shot, and retreated to the roof. I mean, I guess I didn't do too bad from the high ground last time. Although now that I think about it, I guess I didn't really do too good either. I landed a shot, but couldn't secure the kill. But maybe if I could rotate around fast enough, I could capitalize on that damage. And one of them was already down. Or actually, 2 of them were already down. But this last one was mine. It was time to show off what I could do. So yeah, I didn't really participate too much that round. The next round, I bought the Sentinel again. I felt I hadn't really given it a proper try yet. And with my teammates taking some heavy damage, now was definitely the time to hit my shots. One down, but they were hot on my trail. I'd have to snake through the building and use the door as cover to heal. A foolproof plan, really, as long as neither of them decided to go around the outside of the building. I was getting pretty sick of that Horizon. I'd had enough of playing with the marksmen and sniper rifles. It was time to bring out something bold. And that something was a turbocharged Havoc. That was the second time today I'd fallen off that roof without meaning to. Peekaboo! Why didn't that lifeline push me while I was healing? No idea. But I wasn't gonna complain. Now our last enemy was hiding on the rooftop across the street, but I had a plan. I was gonna teleport up there and... well, this is awkward. That was probably one of the stranger rounds I'd ever stumbled through, but I didn't dwell on it. I had to prepare for the next round. I went back to the black market strategy for looting extra meds, and then, get this, I proceeded to get shot a bunch. I cowered and healed as my teammate took the brunt of the assault. Valkyrie fell so that I could live on. Well, I wasn't gonna let that be in vain. And I certainly wasn't gonna stand by and watch them execute her. Good news! The pesky Horizon was out of the picture. Bad news? Their lifeline was already reviving her. I tried to stop the revive, but to no avail. And now I was in even rougher shape than before. The enemy Valk made it her mission to bully me with grenades, which are especially dangerous in the confines of a building like this. So I decided it was time to take this fight outside. I healed up quick and moved to support Wraith. There was only one enemy left, and of course it was the Horizon. I was going to enjoy finishing her off, but I had to catch her first.
I'm down. Contact with target. Bogey here. Let's check.
Horizon sat on the other side of the door from me, healing. I took the moment to do the same. We were at a standoff, and I wasn't about to let her make the first move. Step 1, bait her out. Step 2, kick her ass. I was feeling pretty good after that round. So good, in fact, that I bought the Sentinel again. I mean, I'd hit some pretty decent shots with it, I just hadn't managed to get a kill yet. And that wasn't about to change. Maybe long-range weapons were bad luck for me. Maybe short range was the way to go. A fight at this distance was not what the R99 excelled at, but I wasn't about to let that stop me. Getting shot in the face, however, did give me some pause. But once I had my shields back, I was ready to push. Take that, lifeline! Ah, damn it, there's another one. Thankfully, Wraith had my back. I really owed her after that one. Now it was just their Horizon left, as usual. And she was on the run, trying to heal. Well, hiding behind doors wasn't gonna work for her this time. So at this point, I determined that the R99 worked really well for me, and the Sentinel didn't really work at all. So what was the solution? To buy both, of course. Surely they would even each other out. Alright, 0 for 2 with the Sentinel, and Valk was down. Not a great start. I switched my attention to reviving Valk while Wraith went to work playing offense. And once Valk was on her feet, I'd be there to back her up. It was time to repay my debt to Wraith. Ah, well, it's the thought that counts, right? I teleported over to find that Wraith had already downed 2 of them. Looks like she didn't need my help after all. Okay, maybe she did. Wraith had already done so much for us. All I had to do was finish this. And I was gonna do it with the Sentinel. With the Sentinel. with the Sentinel. Ah, screw it. And there you have it. I conquered Skulltown. I've definitely been enjoying the return of Skulltown, but I think I prefer it as an arenas map as compared to the Battle Royale. It might actually be my favorite arena map now. The verticality and the tight corridors are just so much fun to play around. In any case, if you liked the video, maybe give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more. If you do, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and take care, everybody. Farewell.